Hey everybody! Welcome to another video where I test things so you don't have to. Today, I just wanted to test whatever the internet said was a must-have item. There are so many lists everywhere on BuzzFeed, on TikTok, on Instagram. They're like, these things you must have! So I said, okay, I bought some, and we're gonna see if that's true. To start, we have the precious petal. This is something you put in your flower vase to make it so your flowers last longer. Next we have the Soocas Neos 2, who's actually sponsoring this video, which is an electric toothbrush slash water flosser in one. We have a tape dispenser that's supposed to make wrapping presents oh so much easier. Next up, I have to open it. I think it's a paint touch-up kit. Yes. Whew, it smells like paint, which would make sense. That would make sense that the paint smells like paint. It's a paint touch-up kit for your, there is no way that that is that color. It's supposed to be this. It's perfect white. Is this just the color of the thing? I'm not putting, okay, yeah. It's white inside, okay, never mind. This is to touch up your cabinets and whatnot, just tiny little white areas without having to buy, I dropped something, an alcohol cleansing wipe. Without having to buy an entire bucket of paint and paintbrush, you can just use a touch-up kit. And lastly, we have the kernel catcher. This is supposed to make it so all your popcorn kernels fall to the bottom of the bin so you don't accidentally pop a kernel in your mouth and break your tooth. We're all about dental health today. I haven't run into many issues of just accidentally eating a popcorn kernel, but we'll see if it makes my popcorn journey more enjoyable. So ready? Let's begin. Okay, first up is the precious petal. No, that's the company. What is this called? Is there a un momento, por favor. I guess it is a precious petal. This is supposed to make my flowers last longer. Put the charm in the water with your flowers, change water every few days as needed, while the copper will do its best to stop bacteria growth. Okay, so I went out to the store and I bought 3 identical, to the best of its abilities to be identical, but all the same health bouquets. What we're gonna do is we're gonna fill one with just water, one with water and the little packets they're supposed to give you with your flowers. Is there packet? Is there? Yes, there's a packet. And one with the charm. And we will replace the water every 2 days and see which one lasts longer, if they all last the exact same. Let's see, because a lot of times I think they're lying about the powder stuff. We'll see. But I do know that no matter what, you gotta chop the ends off first. Just a little bit. I was told you're supposed to do it at an angle. I don't know if that's real, but that's what I do. Oh my God, that's a thick one. I feel like I need gardening shears. Hold on. Oh my God, this is so thick. 1 down, 2 to go. All right, this one will have the powder that is for some reason mushy and won't come out. What the heck, bro? How am I supposed to do my experiment if you don't work? Why are you gushy? You're supposed to be a powder. Did the water get to you? Did someone make fun of you? And the next one will be the copper charm. Let's fill these babies with water. Okay, we have charm, we have goopy powder that didn't really goopy powder, and this has nothing. Okay, it's been a week. So what I've learned though, is you have to put something in your vase, because this one is just water and all of the flowers have pretty much died. They're not looking well, and this one was just water. Also, I changed the water once, so it was like 3 days, changed the water, 3 more days, now we're here. Now, the difference between the charm and the powder, I really don't see much. This is the charm. Here's what we got. Okay, we still have the sunflower, the little daisies. Half of the flowers look good, half of them are dead. Now this is the powder, and I would say pretty much the same thing. This one was just a fuller bouquet. So here's my statement. If you're buying flowers from the grocery store or flower shop and they give you the powder, you can go ahead and use that. But if you're getting flowers like on the side of the road where those guys are just handing out bouquets, well, they're not just handing them out, they're selling them. Or you pick flowers from their backyard and you don't have powder, the charm definitely works. So it's good, use the charm or powder. You need something, not just water, because your flowers will die a lot quicker. This one's a win. And it's nice to know the powder actually does something. I was always a little skeptical about that. To the next thing. All right, next up we are trying the Soocas Neos 2. If you know me, you know I love my teeth. I brush 2 to 3 times a day. I floss nightly. I still wear my retainers every single night. I go to my dentist 2 times a year. I've made friends with my dentist. He comes to my birthday party. Any dentist I've ever gone to has always told me that flossing is extremely important to prevent dental disease. So I said bet, and I've been doing it nightly. Now I know that water flossers exist, and I've always wanted one, but I didn't want one to take up room on my counter. I also didn't want to have to travel with one. So lo and behold, I am so excited to finally try out a dental brush and water flosser in one. Ooh. Oh, and also eco-friendly packaging, all about it. Guys, you know I love a multi-tool. An electric toothbrush and water flosser in one, yes! It's not a multi-tool, it's a multi-clean. I'm loving this. So apparently it has an ultra-fine 0.6 millimeter water stream that precisely targets and cleans tight spaces between your teeth and along your gum line. And the powerful water stream effectively removes food residue and helps reduce plaque. Now this toothbrush, look at this. Okay, you can see where the water comes out of, that little hole, right? And these bristles, whew, they're sturdy yet gentle. Let's pop this puppy on. Yes. One, hey, I'm food debris. Your tooth's worst nightmare. I'm just living in between these hidden spots. Crevices of your teeth. Just brushing? That sucks. Uh-oh, didn't see that coming. Oh, and then the water jets through and gets to the hard to reach places. I love it. Guess I'll move on. It goes down the sink as you spit it out. I love a little comic. All right, so you fill this thing with water, open that, fill it up. She's full of water in there, nice and tight, no water dripping out. Before I brush my teeth, I wanna see the water come out. This is gonna make a mess, that's fine. Ah! Oh, she was pulsing. I'm into it. This button up here is 2 minutes of brushing and then 1 minute of flossing. And then down here, it's 1 minute of flossing. And there's different levels. So that's the highest, low, middle, high. And it has little things right here that show you which one it is. You can also hear it. All right, let's test this bad boy. Boop. All right, we're brushing for 2 minutes. It tickles. I'll get used to it.
While I'm brushing, I also wanted to let you guys know that the Neos 2 has 124.31 psi of water pressure. It's 20% stronger than the highest setting on a water pick.
Oh my god, I could feel that darting through the gaps in my teeth. I wanna do it more! Dude! I wanna do it again.
Also, it has a high frequency vibration and removes up to 35 times more stains and achieves 100% plaque removal.
That feels so cool. My teeth feel incredible. I can feel the water jetting through. Last time I went to the dentist, he said, I need to work on the health of my gums back here. And I always try and do it with flossing. I felt this, get those. That was amazing. And to charge it, look at this. Boop, that's charging it. It's doing it. Can you see the light? It's doing it. It's doing it. It doesn't have to sit on a charger so the charger doesn't get all gross. So whenever you sit an electric toothbrush on a charger, it gets all nasty. The charger does, it like gets that buildup. Boom, that doesn't happen. This stands on its own. Oh. Did you need to see it again? Also, the charge lasts 30 days. I'm all about a good toothbrush, and this one seems to be pretty spiffy if you ask me. And after it's done like reducing your plaque buildup, it can also help prevent a bunch of different dental issues such as like tartar and dental cavities. So keep good care of your teeth because you're gonna want them. You're gonna want them for the rest of your life so you can keep eating delicious food and having a gorgeous smile like mine. But if you guys wanna check this out, there is a link down below in the description box. Thank you again, Soocas, for sponsoring this video. All right, to the next product. Hi, welcome to the ground. We're here because we're gonna do the Soto paint touch-up. I don't know if this is the right paint color, but it's just a guessing game. Whatever it is gonna look better than this. Now, my kitchen is pretty torn up for it being renovated just a few years ago. I didn't renovate it, the people before me did, and they did a terrible job. It looks pretty though. But there's an issue here that if you can, it's a cool design, but a lot of the times that hits that, there are screws, and it makes a hole. So what we're gonna do is try this. It says clean it well, I did, and it says fill any dents. Not really dense. In my brain, I should sand it a little bit, but they didn't say so. We're following the directions here. So it comes with a little paintbrush. I'm just gonna paint on over. It looks like I'm putting white out on it. What the? Okay, we're just gonna trust the process. I feel like I should wipe it. I'm gonna get this. I mean, it looks better than it did. That's for sure. Look at this top one up here. Now this might be different with normal wood. This is like a, why am I blanking on the word? It's not cork. Composite? Yes. And then I'm gonna wipe it. They don't tell me to, but I feel it looks better once I do that. And I fill it in a little bit more. Sometimes you follow the rules and then make your own a little bit. That looks so much better. It does not look amazing by any means. It looks like a cover up, but from far away, yeah. Oh, and we also have a little here. Oh, I can tell I'm gonna get very addicted to doing this. A little one here. Oh, this is gonna be bad for me because I'm not gonna get anything else done today. Where else can we do it? Oh, I know there's more. It's everywhere. Look at this. Can you even see it? Let's zoom in very slowly. Very slowly. Very slowly. All on the bottom of this and all on the top of this. Yeah. Oh, this is my new obsession. This is all I wanna do with my day. I'm not gonna get anything else done. This looks good. Okay, I have to stop because I'm going to do every square inch of this kitchen. I already did a couple more, but let's cut to see once that's dry, how much it blends in. It is by no means a fix. It is a cover up, a Band-Aid, but from far away, it makes it look a lot better than before. But let's cut to see when it's dry. It's been about an hour. I'd say that looks pretty good. The color actually matches, which I was not expecting at all. I also did it over here. Again, it's not fixing it because in order to fix this, you'd have to like fill it and sand it and all that stuff. It's just to put a little Band-Aid on it. Also, it made me realize how dirty my cabinets actually are. Neato. I like it. I think it's good. It's just a little touch up so that from far away, it looks a lot better than it did. Because when that starts to show, when like the wood starts to show, it looks dirty. I'm into it. I like it. We are now going to test the Eagle. This is called the Eagle. It's a tape dispenser. I loaded it up. No batteries required. You simply shoot the tape out, hold it, and then quickly release. This box is full of nothing. Let's wrap it. Okay, I need scissors. Do not run with scissors, do not run with scissors, do not run with scissors. So we're gonna see if this is gonna make my wrapping experience any better this Christmas season. Ready? And watch it shoot out. Shoot out! Boom. Okay, here we go, here we go. Now I'm not gonna wrap it to my best of abilities, because girl can wrap a present. I can get those clean lines. I'm not trying to do that right now. I'm trying to see if this tape dispenser will help me. Fit, tape, back. It ripped it a little bit. I was a little rough. Let's get the hang of it first, shall we? It's not gonna be pretty. We're just seeing if the tape dispenser works. Okay, we're gonna wrap it right. I'm really embarrassed you're all gonna judge the wrapping, so I have to make it look nice, okay? I don't need your judgments. I get judged enough. She works and she works well. I like it, because most tape dispensers, you're kind of like holding it, You have to have two hands or a hand and a half. Don't ask me how that works. A hand and a mouth, a hand and some in between. I've done this a lot. I've done a lot of this. Unless you have one stationary, but still you're having to, and be like, it falls off. I think this just might have upped my wrapping game, y'all. It's easy, unless you have like arthritis or a hard time doing this. If you have an easy time doing this, yes. If you have a hard time squeezing or getting tape, they actually have these like bracelets with pre-cut tapes that you like pull out like a tissue box. You might look into that, that actually is cool. But if that's not your jam, this actually makes me seem pretty dope, if you ask me. And by the way, That's how you wrap a box. 100% I'm using it this season. Get on my level. It's time for the kernel catcher. Now, when I originally bought this, I thought it was something to pop your popcorn in, like the loose jar kernels, not the bags of kernels. I've come to realize that it isn't. It's a popcorn bowl. So you pop your popcorn as normal in the microwave. Don't come at me for getting not as bad popcorn. None of it's good for it, but this one's not as bad, but it also doesn't taste as good. Anyway, popcorn's bad for your teeth, just so everyone knows. We all know I'm very into dental hygiene. But this is just so after you're done, you pour it into this. Be careful though, this would make a terrible barf bucket because if you're a millennial, you were raised with your barf bucket being the same as your popcorn bucket. So beware. This would be terrible. The bottom comes out to dump the kernels that didn't pop. Why don't all the kernels pop? Why? And also, why does it always say, don't use the popcorn button? Why is there a popcorn button if none of the popcorn wants you to use the popcorn button? Microwaves, you literally just don't have to put that button there. Just stop. We don't need it. For 1 to 3 minutes, that is such a massive span of time. 2 to 3 seconds between pops. Excuse me, I have to cook some popcorn that I'm apparently very upset about. Why is it so smoky? It doesn't need to be like that. All right. Okay, I saw one singular kernel come out. Did I cook the world's most perfect bag of popcorn when it's the first time in my entire life I needed it to not be perfect? Okay, this is gonna be terrible for my video. I can do this. Oh, there's a couple. I hear a couple. Let's see. Oh my God, she's an angel. Snoop, get out of here, don't eat my popcorn. Look how much popcorn it collected. Look how many kernels it collected. I literally thought there was one singular one. So this is actually kind of impressive. I'm gonna dump this because we're not gonna eat this, right? This is what'll kill your tooth, is that. When you want more popcorn, but you're out and you're like, maybe I can get some joy out of this, that'll break it. All right, let's see if I do it again, if more will come off. I hear more in there. I got a couple more! Fascinating. I really thought there was one kernel, like one singular one left. I'm gonna need to use my new water flasher after this. God, this popcorn is terrible. There's no butter or salt on it. What is the point of you? Anyway, here's my thing. It did what it said it was gonna do. It put the kernels at the bottom. What is stopping you from taking a bowl? That is what you need a water flosser for right there. What is taking you from getting a bowl, putting a lid on it, shaking it a little bit, even a lid, just a plate. Get a plate, put it on a bowl, shake it a little bit, have all the kernels fall to the bottom of that bowl, and then you just not eat them. Is that a possibility for anyone? Are we taking notes? Are we taking criticisms, ideas, possibilities? Anybody? Because I personally don't accidentally mistake a tiny little kernel for a full popped piece of corn here. I don't think there is a need for this. But if you go in full hand and you're just stuffing and a kernel falls in your mouth and you bite down on it and you hurt your teeth, if that's how you eat popcorn, then maybe you do need this bowl. I think it's a little unnecessary and like something that just is taking up space in your kitchen. I've liked everything else. And this works. Don't get me wrong. It works. I just don't think we as a human race really need it because a normal bowl you can pretty much do the same thing with. But it caught those kernels. Kernel catcher caught the kernels. The sun is already setting. It's only 4:19. Whatever. That's it from me today, guys. I love you all so much. Thank you again to Soocas Neos 2 for sponsoring this video. If you want a link to any of these things, it's down below. Make sure you check that out. I loved everything. The kernel catcher worked. I just don't see the point. But that's just because that's my experience. Maybe you have an experience where you're like, no, that would work for me. Cool. Down below. Check it out. I love you guys so much. Please subscribe to see videos every Tuesday on this channel. Make sure you're checking out my vlog channel where I am posting daily. I'm doing Vlogmas right now. I don't know why. Now through Christmas. Check it out. Also make sure you're checking out my podcast channel for Rachel Uncensored. And then if you want to check out my Patreon that I have with my sister for our podcast, Sweet and Salty Sisters. Sass. I love you all so much. Links to my socials are down below as well. You're wonderful, beautiful people, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
You just watched Rachel's video. She probably put links on the screen to self-promote, like pics of herself, and subscribe to see more, and trying to get you to buy from her merch store. Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game. She gotta make that money, honey, we're all the same. Well, except she's gay. Don't you support the LGBTQIA? Then subscribe today, show your pride.